Hey everyone, Andy here again. Episode 8, time is flying. For the observant amongst you, I'm actually recording this straight after I've done episode 7. The beard is still here. Tony Stark still survives. Same clothes, same place. But anyway, there you go. 2 for the price of 1, but you'd have to watch them both. Right, tonight, what are we going to do? Today, now I'm going to do... now we've called, again, I've heard this called several different things. It's a new call, and this call is called, I'm going to call it Twanner. Or as I would usually say when I'm going to do it, I'd say top down from somewhere. Or bottom up from somewhere. So basically the call is basically that we can, it's like a top down or a bottom up, but rather than, if it's a top down, can I just focus, let's just say I'm going to do top down, but rather than doing it from the ace, okay, you can do it from anywhere. So you could do a top down from a queen, for example, or a top down from an 8. You could even do a top down from a 6, which is a little bit weird because 6 is the lowest card, but you're doing a top down. So the priority of the cards, let's just focus on top down kind of thinking for a moment. The priority would be in the same sequence as your top down, your normal standard top down from the ace through to the 6. But if you think of it more of a sequence going down, or as I've got the cards laid out here that you can see, or as I should have on screen somewhere, I'm not sure where it'll pop up somewhere. Think of it as a clock, as a circle. I explained this in this way one time and someone found that really helpful. So if you think of it like in a circle, and if we're going top down, we're going to go like in a clockwise direction, okay, or if you're doing it as a bottom up, you're going in an anti-clockwise direction. So if I did a top down from a queen, then we're going to go queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, ace, king. So your king is the lowest priority. Yes, makes sense. But if you do it as a bottom up, then you're going to go in an anti-clockwise direction. So let's say a bottom up, or I don't know, from a king, then you're going to go king's the master, then the ace, then the 6, then the 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, and queen's the lowest priority. Okay, so it's a little bit, it takes a little bit of just thinking, and I guess it's that switch over between the ace and the 6 that's a little bit weird. And the idea, I don't know, that it's just a little bit different to what you would be used to. Because it's Jass, isn't it? And Jass always does that to us. So that's the principle of it. That's the priority of the cards. So if you think of it like in that circle, if that helps you, and if we're going top down, it's that clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction if you're doing it as a bottom up, if that helps. The weird thing with that is, I say, you can do like a top down from a 6, which means, or take it from the king actually. That's a great example. Should have said that first. Top down from a king is a bit weird because you're doing it as a top down, the aces are worth 11, but actually in priority it's the last one because you're going king, queen, jack, ace. Ace is the least priority, but it's still worth 11 points because you've done it as a top down. So it's a little bit strange in that respect. Yeah. So points, how does it score? If you're doing a top down, then you score it the same as a top down. You don't so if you do top down from a king, you don't make the king the 11 points. Oh no, that would be far too simple. No, we keep it as the ace being the 11 points. Your 8s are worth 8, your 10s are worth 10, and so on. If you do it as a bottom up, so we're going this way round, then your 6 would then be worth 11 points and your ace worth nothing. Okay, so it's in a sense it's very similar to a top down or a bottom up. It's just that you can do it from anywhere in the cards at all. I've got another example just to show you quickly about how you might call this, which we can see on screen here. There are no spades in this example because I used all my spades on that example. So here, check you can see everything. Here, 2 options really. You could have a safe option of going like, say, a bottom up from an 8, then you get the 8, 9, 10 jack, that's 4 masters, and then you've got an 8, 9, 10, another 3 masters, so you've got 7 masters. Good chance you're going to get the jack and the queen with 3 leads off the 8, the 9 and the 10. Good chance the jack and the queen are going to go and you'll make the king. So you would probably, but then you've got a 10 left. So if you're doing bottom up from an 8 and then you've left with a 10 of clubs, chances are you're not going to make that last trick. Okay, so that's reasonably safe, but you're probably only going to get 8 of the tricks only. Other option, you could do a top down from a 10, looking at these cards, because you've got the master here, and then you've got a 10, 9, 8 and a 10, 9, 8, so you've still got 7 masters, and you would then have a reasonably good chance that the 7, 6, ace, king, queen would come when you've led the 10, the 9 and the 8, and then you would make all of your diamonds, and the 10, 9, 8 you would hope that your 7, 6 ace would come and you could then make your king. So a bit more risky, but there's a good chance you could make all the tricks with that, a match. If that were me, I'd be brave, because that's who I am. Not, but I would go a top down from a 10 if I had those cards. You've really wimped out a bit, I think, if you go for the safe option of the bottom up from the 8. So that's just an example of how it can play with your different sort of cards. Just out of interest, I know the last video we talked about middle. I wouldn't do middle with these. It's a good middle hand, but it's a better top down or bottom up. Middles, don't forget, you've got your 10, you've got your 10, 9 jack, they're masters, your 10 and 9 are masters, so you've only got 2 masters in hearts. So it's possible, but I think there's a much higher risk that the jack would be that they only need to hold back 1 card with that one. So yeah, you can choose for yourself. I'm not a master yaster. That's not even a thing, but anyway, it is now. So there you go. That's a top down, bottom up from anywhere, from somewhere, from Irgendwo, I think they say in Swiss speak, something like that. So there you go. That's a top down, bottom up from anywhere. Hope you get on with that one. Give it a try. Interesting. With all of these, when you do it the first time, I'd probably just deal a round of cards. I haven't said this before. I'd probably just deal a round of cards and say, right, somebody has to do a top down or bottom up from anywhere, and you go round your, everyone make a call, and hopefully somebody would make a call, or if not, somebody lands up in the swinger, in the prison, and has to make a call, and just force yourself to play it. That's the best way to learn it. It's all right me talking and waffling on about it, but the best way is actually to play a round or 2 of it. That'll cement it, and hopefully you'll get it. And if you've got any questions, as always, ping me a note and let me know. Okay, hope that was good, and you've understood it all. Give me a thumbs up, like, a comment, a subscribe, and that would be wonderful. Yeah, and who knows, I've decided that if I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm going to do the Jass cards. I'm going to do my own Jass cards, and then I can sell them and make my fortune. So 1 million subscribers. I think I only need 999,990 more, and then we'll be there. So look out for the special Jass tutorial Jass cards. They'll be coming soon, or not. Bye. Take care. Great to see you all. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.